What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Shay and I'm an individual investor in the stock market. Today I'll talk about esports and the esports industry, why it has grown so far and why I feel like it's ready to just explode in a couple of years. I'll also be talking about my personal bet in the esports industry that I feel is in the best position to take advantage of this. So stick around to the end so you can actually learn about this company and the stock. So esports. What's esports? Esports is a short form for electronic sports. It's basically a sport where you have video gamers compete against each other and they compete for a cash prize. Throughout the years, it's with the game development, with improvement in technology, and with player involvement, you've had esports typically just grow a lot in the US, in China, and all over the world. But with what I'm about to show you, it has a lot more room just in the future to where it's just starting right now. And I'm going to show you why. So let's talk about the current esports industry. So the current global video games market is valued about $906 million, close to $1 billion. And you can see from the breakdown, the large part is coming from advertising and sponsorships. I personally thought that they would come from game publishers like Activision, Electronic Arts, but that's not the case at all. Sponsorship and advertising are the largest revenue sources, and they will continue to drive the growth of the market, in my opinion. The esports market is big as it is, but it is about to grow a lot more in the future. Let's take a look at the next chart. So looking at the chart, we can see in 2018, the total esports revenue was close to $1 billion, as I said earlier, but is expected to grow to more than $2 billion in 2021. This just shows the amount of growth that we still have with regards to esports and how much is expected to grow. China and the US are the two largest esports market. I believe the US is currently ahead of China, but China is expected to overtake them as early as next year. Earlier I said sponsorships and adverts will drive the market. This just shows why. There are a lot more people just tuning in just to watch people play video games. In the chart below, you see that the occasional viewers are expected to grow from 250 million to 307. And esports enthusiasts, which consist of video gamers, are expected to rise from 165 million to 250 million. Now, this just shows the huge audience growth that esports is expected to see. I believe corporate companies will recognize this and will want to advertise. They want to advertise their products on esports platform to reach this audience. It's just a no-brainer. You have this much audience and you want to advertise your products to them. This is why I feel sponsorships and adverts will continue to drive the growth of esports in the world. So this is just a picture showing an esports cafe in China. This is one of the several thousands that are spread over China, supported by the government. This is where gamers come in, interact with other video gamers, and just play and have fun. Over in this picture, you think she's actually, the girl on the left is actually rooting for an artist. But no, all these people are gathered just to support their favorite esports company or esports teams. So this is just a picture of one of the esports stadiums in China. I believe they were holding a tournament at this time, but there are so many of these stadiums spread around China that's actually being supported by the local government to grow esports, and it brings a lot of tourists into the different cities in China. The esports landscape is very broad. You have video game teams, you have platforms, streaming and media, leagues and tournaments, you have publishers, and you have other groups that are related to esports. Personally, I think everyone should have exposure to the media rights and advertising. As I showed earlier, a lot more people will watch esports and advertise as advertising shifts from TV to internet. Live streaming companies will, I feel, will benefit a lot from this growth. In the US, you have Twitch, but in China, there's a company I'm banking to tremendously gain from this, and this company is called Huya. So Huya is the number one most game live streaming platform in China. They have a lot of monthly active users that I will get into depth in another slide, and a lot of people spend so much time on their platforms, more than 100 minutes, I believe, from the last earnings report. This company was actually sponsored from a much bigger company called YY, a social media giant, live streaming giant in China. I believe Huya has the infrastructure and the management to take advantage of the coming esports boom that will happen in the future. So this is just a breakdown of the financials for this company from Q1 2018 to Q1 2019. Monthly active users, as you can see, has grown for desktop and for mobile during these periods. They've also seen a growth in significant growth in number of paying users. Revenue and cash from operations and income has grown as well. Listening to management and with your relationships with big companies, especially Tencent, I believe that they're best positioned to take advantage of the growth of esports. Now there are a lot of risks in China right now. Number one is the trade war. The trade war has led to a lot of the stock prices of a lot of Chinese companies to go down significantly. Sentiment in China is low. I believe this is the right time to invest in companies in China because I think the trade war would at some point end, and investors will see the potential in Chinese companies. Besides this, is the government, the strict government regulations in China as well. In China, a government can basically shut any establishment down if they see fit, if they don't comply with certain regulations over there, as opposed to here where the government can't exactly shut a corporation down immediately. Now, I said earlier that this company was spun off from a massive company called YY, which has managed. I've been monitoring the YY for a while now, and they've managed to comply with regulations without any shutdown from the government. So this company has basically been incubated from YY for a while. So I believe they can navigate the regulations and avoid and basically continue to comply with the regulations without that risk. So for these reasons, I think right now is the best time to invest in a company like Huya, and I feel like I believe that this company is positioned for growth. Please subscribe and provide any comments you have with regards to this company or the future of esports, or whatever comments. I would really appreciate it as I'm growing my channel. But thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.